Blah 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 blah.
What's going on, guys? My name is Aiden Paris, and for my senior capstone project, I decided to showcase my enjoyment for acting and content creation by producing a comedy news show called The Tonight Show. The reason why I chose to do this project is because, surprisingly, I really enjoyed being on camera, and I enjoyed making something really fun and also informative for the school with my friends. During my freshman year of high school, I joined the Holy High School band, and I quickly fell in love with percussion, and I've done it ever since. Being a percussionist was something that I'd never seen myself doing in high school, but my high school career would not be complete without it. Some of my favorite memories were marching in the St. Patrick's Day Parade and also the Big E Parade. It was because of being in band that I joined PMA for my sophomore year. That fall of my sophomore year, I was taking PMA early college with Miss Brunel. At the same time, she was also working with the National Ad Council to cast a fentanyl awareness campaign that was going to be filmed at Holy High School. Me being curious, I also signed up to participate in the campaign. We spent days filming using the school as a set, and other students, as well as I, were interviewed and asked questions about our experiences during the campaign. After we filmed the campaign in fall of 2022, we didn't hear much about it until the end of January, when the campaign was seen during NFL football games as well as streaming services. It was very surreal seeing myself on TV, but it was also very exciting. People would come up to me and tell me that they saw me on TV, and it was very unexpected. During the semester, Ms. Brunel would ask me and others about our interests, and once she found out that I was interested in music and sound, she started pressuring me to join a theater company to be on sound design. My first show with the HHS Theater Company was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I was responsible for sound effects and playing music that was produced by students, Nicole and Marquise, for the show. My second show was She Kills Monsters Young Adventures Edition. This show was my favorite by far because the soundtrack was made by Jenna Lopez, and he had a bunch of great songs on that playlist. And the performances from my fellow cast members, fantastic. Everyone did an amazing job during that show. Over the years of being a student in PMA, I took a variety of music, theater, art, and media classes. Coming into high school, I was never personally interested in performing arts, but I enjoyed watching theater. I'm thankful that I took band freshman year because it opened my eyes to a new world of art. Junior year, after taking early college, our sophomore year, I wanted to continue with Ms. Brunel, so I took Intro to Media. Some of my favorite projects during that class were the history news reports and the fast food sculptures that we did at the end of the year. So, since my project is about the Tonight Show, let me run down some of the processes that we went through. First, me and my peers, we started writing the script. We would plan out each segment from word of the week to school announcements and making sure it all flows well. Next, we will work on acting out our parts, whether it's delivering lines, introducing segments like Song of the Week, or keeping up energy for the viewers. Once everything is filmed, we move into editing, where we cut clips, we add music, transitions, and we also make the final version look clean and professional. Throughout the process, we carefully select songs of the week, and we update the school announcements so they're relevant and informative. The word of the week is also a fun addition, and we try to present it in a creative way every time. By the end, we put together a full 3 to 5 minute episode that represents our teamwork, creativity, and spirit of our school. During the time producing The Tonight Show, me and my peers faced and overcame a lot of challenges together. One of the biggest struggles was coming up with fresh and creative ideas for each episode. Sometimes we hit a block and we'd have to really brainstorm as a group to keep things interesting. There were also times where we realized we need to add more scenes to make the episode flow better, and also make sure we hit our weekly segments too. This often meant reshooting scenes that we already filmed, which could be frustrating but necessary for a better final product. Microphone issues were also a common obstacle. Sometimes the audio wouldn't record properly and there would be a weird background noise. So we'd have to go back and fix it and even record lines. And with all this, we were racing against the clock, trying to fit everything into our busy schedules. Despite the challenges, working together and pushing through really helped us grow as a team and improve each episode. Overall, a highlight of doing the Tonight Show was just getting to create fun, hilarious episodes with my friends and my classmates. Some of my favorite memories from high school came from us, filming, laughing, and coming up with ideas that just made everyone crack up. Whether we were writing sketches, acting out ridiculous scenes, or editing clips late into the night, every step of the process was filled with creativity and laughter. It was especially rewarding to see how much teachers and students enjoyed the show. Hearing people talk about their favorite episodes or quotes, jokes, just made me and my peers just feel great about what we do. After graduation, I plan on going to college at the University of Massachusetts, Boston, and majoring in liberal arts. My goal is to find out what I'm really passionate about and what I really want to do for my career. In order to do that, I'm going to be putting myself out there more and trying new things once I hit campus. I am excited about my future and all the things that God has planned for my life going forward. While I'm not, sure what I really want to do for my career, I know that once I figure it out, I will put my all into it and not have no regrets. However, some skills that I have taken away from being a part of the Tonight Show is learning how to problem solve and collaborate with my friends, and also while being professional. I can't wait for this next chapter of my life. And on to the shout-outs. First up, you know who it is. I gotta thank the cast and crew of the Tonight Show. Such a great way to end the day. D Block was always a class that I've always looked forward to going to at the end of the day. I always just love seeing everyone's faces, getting ready to just, do what we do best, and that's make content and have fun, and I think that's what senior year is all about, just making the most out of the time you have. And I feel like we've accomplished that. And I just want to say thank you to you guys, because I am so indebted to you guys. I owe you guys so much. And I just love everything that came out of D Block and everything that came out of the Tonight Show. I just want to say I love all of you guys individually, and thank you guys for making this last year of high school just so memorable. And yeah, here comes graduation. Woo, woo, woo! I want to give a big shout out to my friends. You guys know who you are. I love you guys so much. You guys know this. These last 4 years have been an insane journey of a lot of ups and downs, a lot of change in personality, a lot of just finding myself, and you guys are a part of that process and a part of the reason why I am who I am today. So I just want to thank you guys so much. I'm forever indebted to you guys. I'm so grateful. I'm so full of love and compassion for you guys, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for all you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And last but not least, I want to give a big shout out to Miss Brunel. Miss Brunel, I love you so much. I love you more than you will ever know. You are my favorite teacher that I've ever had. And without you, these last 3 years of high school, I don't know how I would have gone through them. You're one of the teachers that just make Holyoke High School such a better place and such a better environment to be in. And I'm just so thankful and blessed and grateful that I get to call you not only my teacher, but a role model in my life. So, with that being said, I just want to say thank you so much, Miss Brunel. And I'm just so blessed that I've been able to call myself your student for these last 3 years.